Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Q4 FY22 earnings conference call of Mayur Uniquoters Limited, hosted by Monarch Network Capital. The call will start shortly. Request you to stay connected. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for patiently waiting. The earnings conference call of Mayur Uniquoters Limited will start shortly. Request you to stay connected. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Q4 FY22 earnings conference call of Mayur Uniquoters Limited, hosted by Monarch Network Capital. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Rahul Dani from Monarch Network Capital. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Margaret. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Monarch Network Capital, it's our pleasure to host the senior management team of Mayur Uniquoters. Today we have with us Mr. Suresh Kumar Podar, sir, Chairman and Managing Director of the company, and Mr. Vinod Kumar Sharma, CFO of the company. I would now request the management to provide the initial comments about the result. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. I welcome all of you to the fourth quarter and the year results. So we will discuss in between. My CFO will start giving you the start a speech. After that, we will start a question answer. Don't hesitate to ask anything. I'm here, and Mr. CFO is here. He will reply.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon, dear investors and analysts. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure to be here to share with you the performance of Mayur. Thanks for giving your precious time to join Mayur Uniquoters Limited Q4 FY22 conference call. Mayur Uniquoters Limited, being a market leader in the synthetic leather industry and an organized player, has been able to leverage the emerging opportunities and delivered exemplary performance in past years, both in national and international business markets. The markets are fully open in the second half in the year, but the automakers are still facing the production problems due to shortage of semiconductor chips in international market. And because of this, our OEM export sale is impacted in the quarter. However, we are hopeful to regain the OEM sale and demand from the international market after 4-5 months. Now I would like to start the financial highlights for Q4 FY22 under review. We will also reply your queries, if any, after our review on the financial results for the quarter. The company has achieved revenue from operations on a standalone basis amounting to rupees 147 crores, PBT 25.5 crores, and PAT 19.5 crores during the quarter, which is in fact decreased by 13, 12, and 11% respectively from the last quarter. The revenue from operation on consolidated basis is 162 crores, PBT is 33 crores, and PAT 25 crores, and also a decrease by 10, 5, and 4% respectively from the last quarter. Our endeavor is to make the company a preferred supplier for the leading OEMs, especially in US and European regions. We are also pleased to share that the company is already approved by Mercedes-Benz in South Africa, BMW, and Volkswagen in India. Car makers and supply also started Mercedes and Volkswagen for their new models. The product supply to BMW is also expected from January 23, and our company is also entered into the sale agreement with Baxen India for our product supply to Kia and Hyundai Motors in India as well as global market. Regarding our PU plant, almost all the project activities are completed now, except some small civil and site development work. We have also decided to put up a warp knit plant at PU plant, plant site, which is expected to be completed in current financial year. While pursuing our business interest, Mayur Uniquoters has also been endeavoring to fulfill our responsibilities toward the society. Under the corporate social responsibility programs, during COVID pandemic period and COVID wave, the company has done vaccinations programs in nearby villages, staff members in both the plants, besides contribution toward the foods, oxygen, and donated kits, safety kits, oxygen concentrators, etc. to the hospital, police stations, and industries association through CII and SOCM. The company has also adopted many happy schools for education of children, and the company has worked on education, especially for the girls and underprivileged child education, various healthcare initiatives, especially child skill development, water for all, sanitation in school area, distribution of books, clothes, and most importantly, family planning and family welfare schemes. The state government has also recognized these initiatives taken by Mayurs on various platforms. And we are thankful to all the investors for their valuable time, to those who became the part of this conference call. And with this positive note, I would like to conclude and request you all to open the forum for questions. And also request because of time constraint, we need to end this call within 45 to 50 minutes. Therefore, kindly avoid repeated questions. And looking to the market and the competitions, volume data will not be discussed, so please avoid volume-related queries also. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on the touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Anyone who would like to ask a question, please press star and 1 at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Pritesh Chheda from Lucky Investment Managers. Please go ahead.
Yeah, sir. Since the beginning of the year, we were hopeful that we will ramp up supply with Volkswagen and Mercedes, South Africa, which is a high realization product for us in the last quarter. Just wanted to understand what exactly happened there. In any case, Volkswagen was a new client and Mercedes a new client. So your comments on that.
See, this chips problem, semiconductor problem is going on from last 1 year. Now, whatever projection they have given, so far as Mercedes-Benz is concerned, it was quite low, not even 50%. But from last 2 months, it is doing very well.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, we lost the line for the management. Request you to please hold while we reconnect them. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the line for the management reconnected. Over to you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay,
Please.
should I start?
Yes, please.
So that is one thing I have spoken about Mercedes-Benz. And now Volkswagen, we are doing okay business. There is no issue, no problem. Whatever they have said, they are buying. The only thing which has happened because of this Q4 result, aftermarket was a very big market. We were doing about 7 lakhs meter per month. But this quarter, it is not more than 3.5 to 3 lakhs meter. Because, now automotive industry has decided, the government has told automotive industry that they have to have what you call, सेफ्टी के लिए वो होता है ना, नहीं वो जो निकलता है, airbag, yeah. Now they have made it compulsory to start airbag in all the cars. So the problem is when you have airbag in all the seats, front seat and back seat, then for the replacement market it is little difficult to make that capable of able to put it with the airbag. So they are working on it seriously and finding some solutions. And hopefully that solution will come, and it has started coming because this quarter it is improving. Not as the old one, but it is improving. So the main reason of this quarter is this problem. Because of this problem was the aftermarket. And so far as profit is concerned, you have seen it's gone down by 6%. Okay, are you clear or anything else?
No, I'll just have follow-up. So just wanted to understand this Mercedes, what kind of volumes, so there is zero volumes in the quarter, there is no pickup. How should we read it?
This quarter it has increased to 30,000.
This quarter means the quarter gone by in March or the quarter which is going to come in June?
Quarter gone by March was now. This quarter, April, May, June.
Okay.
There is improvement. Quite good improvement.
So between December and March it has gone down and now there is improvement.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what you mentioned about the replacement market, just because cars are being fitted with airbags, so it becomes difficult to put up a seat cover on it. That's how it is in the aftermarket.
Typically. So that they are working out, and government has said that from October you have to start. So that's why nobody was keeping the stock also, and people were scared. But the way things are moving, it is impossible to start from October because they have to also prepare a lot of things. What we have seen in this quarter, this is improving by 50%.
In the June quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the volumes which are down from 7 lakh meter to 3 lakh is back to 4.5, 5 lakh meters. That's all you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, just last question. So based on whatever FY22, if you could just, I know you don't share volume, but if you could just share the volume growth or decline number And what is the expectation for volume growth in 23? Hello?
Ladies and gentlemen, we lost the line for the management. Please hold while we reconnect them. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for patiently waiting. We have the management reconnected. Over to you, sir.
I think we replied all the questions of Lucky Investment.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Your audio was gone. So I
Yeah.
just asked on FY22, what is the volume growth number that you would have reported, that you would have experienced in 22, and what is the volume growth that you're expecting in 23?
Volume growth in 23. We are expecting.
Volume growth
In 23, this year.
In 22, what it was, and in 23, what are you expecting?
21, 22. Well, volume.
Volume in 23.
What is the they are expecting in 22, 23, and what was in 21, 22? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So, volume निकालो.
Volume, yeah. In 21, 22, our volume was 247, 248.
248 क्या 24 crore?
2 crore 48 lakhs.
I understood, sir.
Okay.
This year, I think the way things are moving, it should increase by 15 to 20%.
And how much did it grow in 21, 22? The 248 lakh meters, the growth was?
28%.
28.
28, है ना? By 20, 21 between and 21, 22.
So yes, 7.5% growth is there in.
No, that is in quantity wise.
Volume.
Volume wise.
And value wise, 26%.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Dipesh Kashyap from Equirus Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, sir. Thanks for taking my questions. So just want to understand the demand, how is the demand that you're seeing across various segments? So you already talked about auto and the replacement market. So if you can talk about footwear also, sir.
For the footwear?
Yes.
Now footwear is down because, there was a 5% GST, which government has increased to 12%. So from in the last quarter, the sale was very down. Although our sale of automotive was not that much down compare. Only that replacement market was down, but footwear is really down. Now it is improving because the season starts from May, June, April, May, June, July. I mean till Diwali, their market is going to be good. Only 1 month will be bad when the full rainy season starts. Otherwise, this year the footwear sale was down practically.
Got it, sir. Sir, and about the PU plant, like how much sales did we do in FY22, and what is the expectation of going forward, sir? Like you are doing a backward integration also. So how is the sales happening in this?
Total sale we booked in PU plant approximate 27 crores, okay, in FY22.
Okay.
And quantum volume wise, it was around 8 lakhs.
8 lakhs, okay. So still very low as compared to the 120 crore potential that the plant has, right? So how are you looking at this?
You see, as we have told previously also, there is a lot of manipulation is going on in the import because all these traders are importing from China. They are manipulating in quantity, they are manipulating in prices like hell. I mean, $2 का माल 60 सेंट में 40 सेंट में इंपोर्ट कर रहे हैं. अभी हमने क्या है कि गवर्नमेंट से बात करके ऑलरेडी एंटी डंपिंग ड्यूटी लगा ली है 46 सेंट्स की. तो नाउ the gap will reduce considerably. पहले तो क्या था 60-70 रुपए का गैप चल रहा था. So but still we were managing with the good customers. Now the gap is reduced to between 30 rupees or between 25 to 35 rupees. So I hope the sale will at least 30 to 40% sale will increase in this year, and maybe if the things happen like this, maybe in 23-24 we may able to reach the full quantum. Maybe, I'm not sure, but this year it will definitely increase 30 to 40%, and after that year also I hope to increase by 30 to 40%. Because
okay, right.
Yeah.
So we are not increasing the line of PU line, sir. Initially we were planning to put one more line of PU, so that we are postponing.
No, actually, let me. Today I am running one shift, and
right.
As soon as we start running second shift, I will order for the line because just have to order the line and install it. Shade and everything is ready. I don't have to do anything. So that in 6 months we will be able to start a second line whenever we give the order.
Understood. The last question, sir. What is the capex plan for FY23 and the 47 crore capex that you have done in FY22? What was that regarding, sir?
In FY23, we are planning to do capex of around 51 crores, in which 50% will be spent on putting the Warpnit plant in Gwalior, Morena plant, PU plant. Okay, and remaining will be incurred at the Dorset plant for some capacity expansion and embossing and other activities which will add some value addition or capacity expansion.
Got it, sir. And 47 crore in FY22 was spent on what, sir?
It is also incurred on in Dorset plant on flame lamination plant, putting and other capacity expansion.
See, we have put up one printing line, one embossing line, because we have put up one coating line, which has already started. So to fulfill that, you have to have embossing, printing, and then perforation. These 3 machines we have put up, new machines, in last year.
Got it, sir. Thank you, sir. I'll come back in the queue. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Rishabh Bothra from Anand Rathi. Please go ahead.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Just wanted to understand, you mentioned that because of ADT, around 25-30% incremental revenue will be available in 23 and 24, correct?
Yeah.
This is only the rate in duty has been imposed, or there is quantum restriction from import as well?
In PU?
Yeah, in PU. I mean, you mentioned some cents in terms of rate of anti-dumping duty. So I just wanted to understand, is there quantum restriction also which can be imported, or there is no quantum restriction?
So you see, I have already spoken to you that 46 cent anti-dumping duty has been placed on. So that has already started from 25th of this month, May. And as I told you, the difference of the prices will reduce. We will not come to China price because of these manipulations. And then China is making huge quantity. That's why their cost is also much lower than us. Now we are working very seriously on manufacturing PU chemical also to fight with them. And we are talking to the government that how we can reduce the import duty on PU chemical so that we may be competitive with China. Now there are so many manipulations, In China, people are showing double their rate in their customs so that they can get their 13% export benefit. So that benefit they can get and they can reduce the cost. So these things are going on, but until and unless we have to fight with all the raw material. Now why we are putting this work knit plant in Gwalior? Because in PU, here we have got 47 circular knitting machines, and in PU most of the material is work knit. So we have ordered for the machine of work knit also. Within next 9-10 months we will start that. So, and there is huge difference between imported this work knit material and local material. Now local material which we are getting, I am not happy with their quality. I mean, why we have started circular knit? Because we were buying previously circular knit also from Indian market, but there used to be always problem in development and all that. So we have decided to start this work knit also in Gwalior, so that our cost is reduced and we can make so many changes in the quality of the fabric to reduce the cost, to enhance the quality. So, and my third stage is go for PU. Now problem is that PU production is not that big because I am working on having a joint venture with some of the PU chemical manufacturers. But main problem is coming of the quantity. So after this anti-dumping duty, we are very hopeful that in next 2-3 years time, the quantity will increase. So I see a good future in the future for PU, because once we start making PU chemical here, then we can beat China. Now we are beating China in PVC. Yes. Hardly any PVC is imported in India. The reason is that we are self-sufficient in everything in PVC. And PU also, so far fabric is concerned, there is no issue. The only issue is that PU chemical that we are working on. And I am very hopeful that something will come out.
So just wanted to understand. Yeah. Tell me, sir. Sorry.
Yeah. I say we have to keep gradually. Now this anti-dumping, every single competitor, I mean those who are importing from China, they were against us. But with the lobby and all that, we were able to make it happen, Now like that also, in one shot you cannot do so many things. So next shot we are working with 3-4 companies who are manufacturing here. We are working on reducing the duty also, but only reducing duty because duty is not much. It's 10%. So even if reduce maybe 5%, but that will not make very big difference. Now the difference will be there by manufacturing it. I'm working with the technical know-how also with some of the good Chinese manufacturers from whom we are buying the chemicals. They are all ready, but the only thing is the quantity. So that will happen within a year's time. year or 1.5 year time.
Just wanted to understand the industry dynamics. You mentioned in PVC we are self-sufficient, but what could be the quantum of imports still happening in PVC, and what would be the quantum of imports happening in PU? If percentage you can mention. We are 20% domestic manufacturing, 80% still relying on imports. How is it on both the PVC and PU side?
Now in India, now at the moment PU is hardly 10%. 90% is PVC.
And where our market share?
In India, we are manufacturing 90% PVC and 10% PU. It means 90% is getting imported from China.
No, 10.
PU.
PU, No, you are asking between PVC and PU, right?
Yeah, that I got it, sir. 90% imports in PU and 10% imports in PVC, correct? Near about.
No. Not import. I am saying the consumption. Consumption in India, about not even 90%, 95% consumption is PVC and 5% consumption of PU. That's what I'm. PVC is not imported in India because the cost benefit is not there. So why anybody will import?
Got it.
Yeah.
But what's the mix for PU, import and domestic manufacturing?
So can you repeat your question?
What's the mix for PU in terms of import and domestic manufacturing?
PU import and domestic manufacturing.
PU import is at the moment, whatever is the requirement, this manufacturing is not even 5%. 95% is import.
And other than us, anyone else is manufacturing PU? I mean, are we the sole manufacturer or there are few small players as well?
There are more manufacturers.
There are 4 manufacturers in India.
And lastly, sir, yeah, tell me.
PU, there are 4 manufacturers in India, including Mayur, at the moment. And all the 4 you mix, we are not making even 5% of the requirement of India of PU. That means 95% of the requirement is 100, 5 meter is produced in India, 95 is imported. Maybe even 96, 97%. And the main reason is the prices. Now we are in a position to make any kind of material which are imported in India from China. Mayur is capable of manufacturing that. And that has been proved, and some people are buying who are exporting, because in China there is a problem for the quality also, but because of so much difference in the prices, we were not able to compete. Now we will be able to compete. Maybe this from 5% increase to 15%, 20%. And once we start making PU, I mean within 4-5 years the PU will also wipe out. For that we are working.
Thank you. I would request Mr. Bothra to rejoin the queue for follow-up question. The next question is from the line of Aman Agarwal from Carnelian Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi sir, thanks for the opportunity and congrats on a good set of numbers. So my first question was mainly on the raw material price increases. So how much of the price increase we have been able to pass on to the customers, and how is the outlook there like in terms of pricing?
In this year, our raw material cost has increased by 6% compared to 2021. I mean, whatever we have passed on, we have passed on 6% to 7% less because the prices has increased tremendously. We have increased in the whole year about 30%, 27 to 30%. But the price of PVC chemical like PVC resin and plasticizer increased 80 to 90%. And the problem is that all the PVC manufacturers or plasticizer manufacturers are the big companies. They immediately increase the price. But when we go to the customer, they don't give it from tomorrow. because there are line of customers. As I told you, in PVC, Indians are not able to import because of the competition. So there are so many manufacturers in India of this PVC leather cloth. तो ऐसे है भाई साहब जो रोज माल खरीदते हैं रोज बेचते हैं, कोई हिसाब किताब नहीं है, देख लिया 10 रुपया 5 रुपया मीटर का बच रहा है, बेचना शुरू कर दिया. So that way, it is not easy to pass on to the customer the same price. So that's why this is our profit has been reduced. Other, our competitor, जो हम 6% बता रहे हैं रॉ मटेरियल बढ़ा है, उनका तो 10-12% तक बढ़ गया. बट वो फैक्ट्री चलानी है, क्या करें. मैं तो उस लाइन पे चलता नहीं हूँ. एंड दैट बिकॉज वी हैव गॉट सो मेनी एरियाज. वी हैव एक्सपोर्ट, वी हैव जनरल एक्सपोर्ट, ऑटोमोटिव एक्सपोर्ट, and we are working with very strong companies wherever we are exporting, or in India also. We are not working with a cheaper product.
Right, sir. Thank you. Thank you for that answer. My second question was on this Bexon India new orders which we were talking about in the earlier commentary. So, how much would be the volumes of this tie-up with Bexon India for the Hyundai and Kia supplies?
वॉल्यूम कितना रहेगा Hyundai और Kia से?
Hyundai और Kia से.
Bexon से too.
I mean, the volume what they have predicted this year, about between 20 to 30,000
per month.
Per month.
Okay.
And then they have got a very good relation with Bexon because these Korean companies, they always keep a Korean person in between. They don't deal directly. So this guy with whom we have tied up, he is manufacturing PU. He is not manufacturing PVC. But he has got a very good hold in Korean Hyundai company. So that's why he is able to get us in this business. And now the same thing, they are producing huge quantity in Korea also. They are just saying, let us work for 6 months. If everything is all right, which will be, then he will work with the Korea also. There the price realization is also better, and the quantity is also about 30,000-40,000, what he said. And then he is prepared to give us business in other part of the world, like Europe, America, because he is supplying PU everywhere, wherever Hyundai is there. So he will try everywhere, wherever he is selling PU, he will try to introduce us in PVC. It will take time, it cannot happen tomorrow. The whole thing will take at least 3-4 years. But it will keep on going every year. So this is one very good thing, and rather he is asking us for PU also, if we can compete. So we are working on that also. They have given us a PU sample also. So in 2, 3, 4 days we will make the sample and then see what is the price difference. Because from Korea there is one advantage, there is no import duty. So let us work it out. Okay. I mean, this is a good opening from my point of view, because this is the addition.
Yeah, okay. So a bookkeeping question mainly. So on the other income side, in this quarter we have basically done around 7.5-8 crores versus around 2-3 crores on a regular basis. So what caused this increase in the other income in this quarter for us?
Can you clear your questions and speak slowly so that it's not echo?
Okay. So on the other income side, sir, in this quarter we have slightly higher other income compared to the previous quarters. Right. So I was just trying to understand the reason for the same.
Basically, in other income, it has increased because of fluctuations in the foreign exchange and our investment incomes. Dollar price has increased, na?
Sir, another bookkeeping.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Agarwal. May I request you to come back in queue for follow-up question, as there are several others waiting for their turn as well?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we would request you to please restrict your questions to 2 at a time so everyone will get a chance to ask a question. Thank you. The next question is from the line of Anil Sharma from InCred. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Am I audible?
You're
Yeah.
audible,
Yeah.
sir, but I would request you to
thank
come
you.
on the handset mode, Mr. Sharma. I think you're on
Yeah.
speaker.
Yeah, thank you. Sir, just a question on after the ADD and the opportunity for PU is so huge, 95% is imported. So would you prioritize new PU lines, or you would focus on PU chemicals to make it integrated first?
So we have to focus on both. We have to focus on PU chemical import and as well as to produce more and more PU with imported PU also. As I told you that we have able to put 46 cents anti-dumping duty, that will also help us. And one thing more, there are two kind of PU. One is wet PU which we are making in Gwalior. Another is the dry PU, in the same machine which we are using here in Jatpura and Dhodsa. For that also we are making high solid PU. And we have got an approval in America, this Chrysler company for their Malaysian plant. And that is more than $20. And some trial order we have got, we have sent them 600-700 meters. Maybe in next 3-4 months, we'll start selling them at least 15 to 20,000 meters. And then when after that, we will start with Chrysler also. So, we are working in all the front. PVC, high solid PU, wet PU.
Right.
So today, any kind of material in the world is being manufactured. Any part of the world, we can make that material. Of course, it takes time, but we are capable.
Sure. That's an interesting point. So second point is, in the ADD, one of the manufacturers in China has been exempted from this. So two questions. One is, what is the risk from this manufacturer, and also can imports be rerouted from other countries wherein this
That may be possible. They are working hard from all the areas. They are trying to come through Vietnam and all that. Now we are working with the government. I have spoken to DRI people also that something has to be done. One side Modi ji is saying आत्मनिर्भर और दूसरी तरफ ये सारे तमाशे हो रहे हैं. कहाँ से आत्मनिर्भर होगा? और वो मोदी की पॉलिसी है बोल के एंटी डंपिंग ड्यूटी लग गई. Otherwise everybody was telling it is impossible. It cannot happen because all the footwear manufacturer and all the traders were against it. But even though it has been done. So I am very hopeful. It's a matter of time.
All right. And sir, last question is, since this duty exemption or duty is for a 5-year period, between the 3 and 4 manufacturers, how much do you think can India take market share from 5% today in the next 5 years?
So the way things are moving, if some other things doesn't come in between, then it will increase. देखिए भैया सब देखा देखी साथ है वो कहावत है ना हमारे यहाँ. तो अभी तो क्या है कि हम लोगों की सेल बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं हो रही. जैसे ही सेल बढ़ेगी, naturally other people will also come, and I am not worried for other people to come because the market will automatically increase. अभी क्या हो रहा है, हम लोग पीवीसी को ही प्रेशराइज कर रहे हैं. पीयू को कौन प्रेशराइज कर रहा है? हमारी 4 कंपनियां वही तो कर रही है. बाकी सारे तो पीवीसी को ही प्रेशराइज कर रहे हैं. आज अगर 10, 12, 15 कंपनी हो जाएगी पीयू की, तो आई थिंक इट इज बेटर. आई एम नॉट वरीड विद दैट. टुडे there are more than 150 companies who are making PVC leather cloth, but we are still fighting and we are number 1. So what is the main thing? One should never worry about the other people are coming in. If your R&D is strong, if you have got a good machinery, you have got a good people, you will fight. I am not worried, but rather I am happy that so many companies come, so that my raw material will become cheaper. And then it depends on your technology. आज कौन करता है भाई? ताइवान से आदमी ला के रखा हुआ है डे वन से। आज हम सारी चीज़ें बनाने के कैपेबल हैं जो पीयू में बन सकती है फ्रॉम चाइना। तो द पीपल आर बाइंग, और उसमें भी हम कोई सस्ता मटेरियल नहीं बेच रहे हैं। जो हाई क्वालिटी मटेरियल है, अपर मटेरियल है, वही बेच रहे हैं। लाइनिंग बहुत कम बेच रहे हैं।
राइट,
तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला।
All right, sir. All right. Thank you so much and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Manjeet Puvaria from Solidarity Investment Managers. Please go ahead.
Sir, thank you for taking my questions. I had 3 questions. The first one, sir, was on this PU for auto OEM exports. You briefly touched upon the opportunity with Chrysler for their Malaysia plant. But if you could just expand a bit more on that opportunity, because you have been working for PU in the auto export market.
Export market.
You see, now what is happening? I'm talking this automotive market.
Yes, sir.
This high solid PU, which I am talking, is for the automotive market, not for the general market, because it is very expensive, more than double than from wet PU, right? Now, there is only 2 manufacturers in the whole world. One is in Europe and one is in Japan. Third is Mayur, which could enter. These 2 guys are selling. Now, because the prices are so high, it's not that it can be used like PVC. Gradually they are putting up. And what they are doing, they are replacing leather. Because leather is still, with this $20, it's more than $50 per square feet if you convert in PVC, with cutting difference and all that. So what they are doing, slowly they are trying to replace genuine leather. Even in PVC, high quality PVC. Today the PVC which I am supplying to Mercedes-Benz in South Africa, they are replacing leather in their high quality cars also. आज जैसे वैन है, वैन में in van there are 3 parts. One is front driver part, then second is back part, and third is last one. So in last one from leather they have started shifting to this PVC and PU. So this is happening gradually and it will keep on happening. Nowadays, in automotive industry, there are 3 kind of products are used. One is artificial leather, one is genuine leather, and then fabric. Now, in some cases, fabrics are also replaced with PVC leather. Now, because the automotive fabric prices are very low compared to our best quality of PVC leather, which is introduced by this हाई 40 लाख 50 लाख की गाड़ी में भी उन्होंने लेदर को रिप्लेस किया है। तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि ग्रेजुअली इट विल गो, PU will also go, but PU will go very, very slowly because of this price problem. Now, we have a contract with Bikeson, right? And now in some cars, they were using wet PU and Bikeson was supplying. Now to reduce the cost, they have gone to PVC, high quality PVC. जिसकी प्राइस वेट PU से 30-40% कम है. So you see, everybody is looking for a change and how the price can be reduced. भाई आज आपको गाड़ी में आप बैठोगे, आपको जेन्युइन लेदर और PVC का कोई फर्क ही नजर नहीं है. हम लोग धोखा खा जाते. The quality of artificial leather has increased so much and it is getting better and better every day. लेदर में क्या बेटर करेंगे आप? जो है बस वो एनिमल स्किन है, उसको प्रोसेस कर रहे हैं, दैट्स ऑल. Right?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
Mr. Samdani, any other question? Due to no response, we'll move to the next question. But before that, we would like to request participants to please limit your question to one at a time now, since there are several others waiting for their turns. The next question is from the line of Chintan Shah from North Star Fund. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
So I wanted to know how much percentage of raw material is imported in FY22 and FY21?
That's off the cuff. It is not possible to tell you.
Okay.
You write me a letter, I will tell you.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you give me the revenue breakup for entire year 22 for export OEM, export general and other such categories?
I can give you domestic and export.
Okay.
Domestic is 77 and export is 23%.
Okay. So, and the capacity utilization in PVC and PU separately, sir?
PVC around 65% and PU 20%.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Hardik Samdani from Hexagon Assets. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. My question was regarding when the cost of raw materials and freight going forward normalizes, does the company has to correct the pricing for its product going forward? And if yes, how long does it take for the company, like till what time does the company have to correct the prices of our products?
So correct means reduction?
Yes, sir, reduction.
So naturally reduction will happen. It has started already happening because the prices have started falling down in PVC resin and plasticizer. But the way it has been increased, it cannot be decreased like that because the main problem is the power and fuel prices has increased. Coal prices increased 2.5 times. So that effect is also there. Of course, we are reducing some prices from 1st of this month, coming month, from June, because PVC resin and plasticizer is falling.
Sir, a follow-up question on this. So, sir, should we expect any sort of margin expansion going forward because of the elevated prices?
No, of course.
Yes, of course.
Of course, margin will increase this year. The way it moving this year.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Avnish Chandra from Smith Capital. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much for taking my question and congratulations, sir, on a decent set of numbers in challenging time. So just one thing, you have mentioned that you have incorporated a new subsidiary in this month. So what is the strategy around that subsidiary?
Avnish, your voice is getting disturbed.
Yes, Chandra, your audio
keep
is
your
not
mouth
very clear.
a little away from the speaker, and then.
Sir, okay, sir. So I was asking regarding this new subsidiary, what is the management strategy from that subsidiary and future outlook?
For PU?
From the new subsidiary, Mayur Tech, sir.
Okay. The purpose, Mayur Tech, the purpose of putting the subsidiary.
Mayur Textile.
Textile, नई company बनाई.
You see, one advantage in artificial leather is that there are so many areas where it is used. I mean, wherever fabric is used, wherever genuine leather is used, artificial leather is replacement. But we are selling B2B, not B2C. So B2B, you are dependent on your buyer who are making the final product. Suppose today you are manufacturing a footwear, you are getting money from your brand. That money you are not going to pass on to me because you are selling B2C and I am selling B2B. Now, The furnishing industry is such an industry that suppose you want to change the furniture of your house. So what do? You go with the interior decorator, he takes you to the shops and there he shows the samples and then you buy. So we have started this company to go to the retail customer directly. That means even if somebody wants 10 meter, 20 meter, we'll sell. But that price will be very high price, naturally. आज आप जो भी दुकानों में जाते हैं उनकी प्राइसेस और होलसेलर की प्राइसेस में हेल एंड हेवन का डिफरेंस है. So to be in touch with B2C customer, we have taken this decision. We have already made 6-7 lines, taking the samples, and maybe from July end we will start distributing. And one thing more, I find out that in PVC leather cloth, whatever artificial leather is used, that 50% of that is consumed in furnishing. I mean chairs, sofas, restaurants and all that. So there is a huge market for this. If you go, and we can make good money also. But it takes time. But you have to start. We have already started. Now let's see. I am very hopeful. Already we have decided more than 180 dealers all over India. All over India means we are starting with North. And then we will start other parts. I mean, we have an idea of having at least 1,000 dealers all over India gradually. It cannot happen immediately. So let's hope, because this is another line. This is totally different line. Once the brand name, our idea is to popularize the brand name. Today, if you are, I am supplying you, you are a manufacturer of sofas, chairs and all that. So you will buy the best and cheap. But once people know, and if you know Mayur is there, naturally as a customer you will go to the shop and you will definitely ask him, can you show me the Mayur material? So once the brand name is famous, then you can make money. Now today all these brands, foreign brands, what they are doing? They are buying all the material product like footwear and all that from third world country and just putting 4 times. Suppose if they buy some shoes in 1,000 rupees, their retail price is 4,000 rupees. So the brand name is very important. In my business, the only brand name can work with the furnishing. So that's why I am starting. And today we have very little business with furnishing.
You got it, Amnish? Hello?
Thank you. We lost his line, so we'll move to the next question. The next question is from the line of Dhruvesh Sanghvi from Prospero Tree. Please go ahead.
नमस्ते पोदार जी, मेरे 2 क्वेश्चन हैं. अगर हम आपके नज़रिए से सोचे कि और रादर अगर हम इन्वेस्टर के नज़रिए से सोचे कि सक्सेशन की क्या प्लानिंग होगी, तो हमें किस तरीके से सोचना चाहिए, क्योंकि पोदार जी है तो हमें मयूर में कोई
आपण ज्या व्यक्तीशी बोलत आहात त्यांनी आपला कॉल होल्डवर ठेवला आहे. कृपया लाईनवर राहा.
Sorry about the disturbance. Mr. Sanghvi, please repeat your question.
अगर हम जब ये सोचते हैं कि पोदार जी कंपनी में है तो वो हमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं होती है सोचने में, और कितना भी वक्त लग जाए, जैसे आप कह रहे हैं कि टाइम लग सकता है, वो टाइम की तो कोई चलो 2 साल 4 साल 5 साल हो सकते हैं. लेकिन सर इन्वेस्टर के माइंडसेट से अगर हम सोचें तो व्हाट आफ्टर पोदार जी, और उसकी अगर थोड़ी सी क्लैरिटी हो सके, क्योंकि ये थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन भी ऐसा है जो हमें भी डर लगता है आपको पूछने में.
अभी इंडिया में प्रोफेशनलाइज कंपनी कोई नहीं है. थोड़ी बहुत प्रोफेशनलाइज है तो पॉलिनोवा इंडस्ट्रीज है या हम है. करेक्ट. नाउ इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द वर्ल्ड 4-5 बिग कंपनीज of artificial leather, they are all professionalized. There are hardly maybe one company who is owner company. All are your funds company, investor companies. And they have naturally professional people. Now, in Mayur also, I have started that. We had a very good CFO. Now we had appointed a very good COO who was handling 18 company in previous his company. And gradually we will go for CEO also. So now I am working on how it can be professionalized. Now, in professional, you have to work with the professional companies. आज आर्टिफिशियल लेदर में प्रोफेशनल्स जो हैं वो क्या तो ऑटोमोटिव कंपनीज है, क्या वेरी बिग फुटवेयर ब्रांड नेम्स, दे आर प्रोफेशनल, बाकी प्रोफेशनल नहीं है. करेक्ट. अब प्रोफेशनल नहीं है, वे एक एडवांटेज हमें मिल रहा है जो कि मैं अभी स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ, फर्निशिंग इंडस्ट्री B2C. And from my point of view, what you are thinking will definitely make it professionalized, and we are making it. Now I am not wasting so much time. I am just looking at how we can expand, what new plant can be bring, what new ideas can be brought in. And naturally these guys whom I am bringing, they are getting used to my language, my ideas. So definitely what we are planning is that in next 2 years, I will try to make it totally professionalized. My job will be that, okay, go ahead with this line, go ahead with this kind of a product. That's what we are doing. अभी हमने क्या बोलते हैं, फैब्रिक में we have appointed a guy, very senior guy. वो कौन सी कंपनी से था? BMW में.
बांसवाड़ा सिंटेक्स है फ्रॉम झुंझुनवाला.
हेलो.
नहीं, मैं सुन रहा हूँ सर, लेकिन आई थिंक आप कंप्लीट कर रहे थे.
तो वो झुंझुनवाला की कौन सी तो कंपनी है?
बांसवाड़ा सिंटेक्स, राजस्थान स्पिनिंग जो है ना, RSWML.
ओके.
वहाँ से हमने बहुत सीनियर आदमी को पकड़ा है. तो अब क्या है कि यू सी लाइक दैट वी हैव टू ऑर्गेनाइज द गुड पीपल. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम डूइंग.
सर मेरा ये मैं समझता हूँ और ये डेफिनेटली एक करेक्ट दिशा में आप बता रहे हैं हमें, लेकिन एक ही पार्ट है कि सर लीडरशिप का जो आपने जो कल्चर एस्टेब्लिश किया है कि कितना भी कंपटीशन हो जाए, मार्जिन नहीं तोड़ना है, ग्रोथ अलग अलग सेगमेंट्स में जाना है, अलग अलग एरियाज में जाना है. सर ये जो आप ड्राइव कर पाते हो, वो ड्राइव करने वाला ड्राइवर तो कोई जनरली इंडियन कंपनीज में प्रमोटर ग्रुप से होता है. एंड
आ जाएगा, वो भी आ जाएगा. थोड़ा पेशेंस रखिए, आ जाएगा, हमारे में से ही आ जाएगा, आप चिंता मत करें.
Thank you. I would request Mrs. Sangvi to rejoin the queue. Ladies and gentlemen, due to time constraints, it was the last question for today. I now hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
Closing comments.
Yeah, thank you for listening to me carefully, and I assure you that Mayur will try to do their best, and we are doing it for the benefit of the stakeholders, and there is a huge opportunity. Now I can see that, I mean, golden plate is there. We have to cash it, which we are doing it. Now you see, we have hired a European lady for R&D. Now I am telling, today you give me any product in the world, Mayur can manufacture. Now it is the time to expand the customers, which we are doing, and we are getting it successful. And I am sure that we will see the big change in next 3 years in the business. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of Monarch Network Capital, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.